Hello and welcome back to the channel everyone. Today I'm going to be going over a question I'm getting asked a lot lately, which is, Dan, what's my worth in the current market? Now, I operate, worth saying, in a very specialist market. It's very niche. There's not many engineers in this market. So I'm speaking from my market personally. If you're in more of a generalist job role, more of a generalist market, this might not apply so much. There's probably stricter bandings in terms of salaries. For what I'm seeing in my specialist market, a very niche market, and probably for other markets out there, if it's a candidate driven market, then yeah, there's no easy answer to this. So yeah, this week, like I say, I've been getting asked time and time again, what's my worth in the current market? There's not an easy way to answer this. Of course, you can look at salary surveys, you can speak to recruiters, you can research online, you can ask others in your niche. But at the end of the day, you won't know until you actually go for interviews and until you pretty much sell yourself to a company in the interview. So obviously, some of us don't like to think of ourselves as salesmen or women, but we are at the end of the day. When you go for an interview, you're selling yourself, you're selling the value that you can bring to the table, and you're selling your skill sets, etc. So it's worth bearing in mind that. But ultimately, yes, it depends how you come across in your interview. For instance, in my niche, if there's a senior level electrical engineer, shall we say, design engineer, who's got primarily residential and commercial experience, if you go for another job that's going to be working on residential and commercial projects, then chances are you're going to stand a very good chance of getting your salary or higher, or a decent wise, because you've already got experience in those sectors and you're going to be able to hit the ground running. Whereas, for instance, if you go for a job within the data center market or something a bit specialist like healthcares or laboratories, then chances are there's going to be a bit of a learning curve there for you, and you're going to have to adapt to these types of projects. Therefore, you might have to be a bit open-minded in terms of the salaries that you're looking for. But I'm going to leave a little note up here, just in terms of what the salaries are at the moment, so you can have a look at that. But just rest in mind, that's probably an average. And again, until you go for an interview, until you sell yourself and let the employer know what value you can bring to the table, then everything's always up for discussion. My most bizarre scenario personally was that I was working on an associate level engineer. He was on 60k. I got him an offer for 70k. He handed in his notice. He then got counter offered by his current employer 80k to stay put. So I would never advise counter offers. I would never advise going on interviews or going through the cycle of motions just to get a counter offer. You're always better off just asking your current employer up front. If you feel you're bringing more value to the table than what they're paying you, go and ask them first. Don't go through the interview process and then hand in your notice to only accept a counter offer. That's not the correct way of doing things. But yeah, that's a bizarre scenario that I've seen recently. So an engineer's gone from 60k to 80k just by pretty much handing in their notice because they had another job at 70k to go to. But like I say, just remember, that's not the best process. That's not the way. That's not the best route to go down. And your employer, if you want to stick with them long term, they probably won't respect you for doing that. But yeah, I feel I've covered a good amount there. If I've missed anything, do let me know. I hope you found value in this video. If you have, share it onto someone else that you think might benefit from seeing this. If you haven't already, if you could drop us a subscribe, that would really help the channel out. And yeah, drop us a comment below. Drop us a comment below. If there's a certain topic that I've not covered that you think would be handy, then drop it in the comments, and I'll aim to make a video around that. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.